All right, so because my job demands that during the holiday we work longer hours and actually 6 days a week instead of five, I'm not going to have a lot of time to do projects like this or get YouTube videos out, but I'm going to try. So I've printed out spacers using plastic, not using the iron infused PLA. And these spacers will get glued in there. I'll put like 4 of them. And I got shot, the low carbon shot that one of the commenters talked to me about. It's definitely magnetic, or it's made of iron or steel or whatever these shots are made out of. Apparently it's low carbon, and so I'm going to use that to fill this guy up, which is going to be the core for the sky coil. I'm going to use the separators so that I don't have to use so much of the shock, because it's going to be really heavy. And then I've got this other PLA cup, if you will, for this guy. And with him, I'm going to use nails. And again, I'm going to use probably more separators in this, so I don't have to use so many nails. And the nails are going to be vertical. So I think I need to clean the shot with acetone. I'm not sure if it's got like a grease on it or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I got a huge bag of it, which is really cool. I didn't think they were going to send me that much. So I can make smaller coils with this if it turns out to be a good material. But right now I'm sanding the spacers or the separators to get them nice and flat on the edges so I can glue them in. I'm going to probably put 4 or 5 in this one here, and then I'll use resin to set it. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so I printed these inserts using what's called vase mode, meaning that it prints really fast and it prints just the wall. It's like a millimeter thick. And because of that, it cracked down there, which is no big deal because I'm going to fill it with resin and either nails or pellets or BBs. It's not coming out, though, the way I wanted it to. Because the wall is so thin, it kind of buckles, but it still fits inside the coil. I've got this guy glued up. I'm trying to determine which one will work better for nails versus the BBs, the low carbon shot from shotgun shells, I guess. Bird shot. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, bird shot. It's steel shot, non-plated, for shotgun shell reloading. That's what the commenter, I'm sorry, I forgot your handle or your name. So let me see how this dries out. I may reinforce this whole thing with hot glue until I actually pour the resin. This one didn't seem to buckle at all or crack, but the day is still young. And I checked out these bird shot, and they don't appear to have any grease on them. I checked them out. I used just the old napkin test. I put a bunch in a napkin, squeezed it, and see if it left any residue. And it didn't seem to, so I think I'll be okay. I'm just wondering if I should have gotten the plated versus the non-plated. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. I did see a YouTuber, though, that was using this same method, but what he did was he sprayed the BBs with lacquer. I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, so the BBs seem to kind of settle it out. There's still a little bit of a curve in it, but I tested the fit and it still fits fine. So now I just got to put some resin in there. I'm debating whether I'm going to use nails in this guy or not. Oh yeah, another crack opened up. That's okay, because when I put the resin in, I can take the hot glue off and take this lip off, or brim, that's what it's called. But I'm debating on whether I should try nails or just stay with the BBs. All right, let me mix up some resin and get this guy going. So far, so good. I fill it up. I pour it, then I only pour a little bit, then I wait as it seeps down through. I think the next time I'll do it in sections, like put some BBs in, put some resin, some BBs, some resin. But it did eventually work out where now it's not seeping down anymore. I do see, like, there's a couple of high spots where BBs are poking through, which I don't really like, but that's no big deal. Anyway, now it's just a matter of letting it dry. Stay tuned. Yes, I was able to knock those BBs down, the ones that were up high. So now it's looking okay. So now I think I'll experiment around with the nails to see if I can see if that'll even work out. All right, stay tuned. Yeah, so far so good. It's definitely topped off. So the nails, I tried putting them in with head down, and that just didn't work. I wanted them with the points facing out, but the only way it seems to work is this way here. I can get them where they're all standing straight up and packed in there, and that's about a quarter, maybe a third of the package. I could probably fit more in there, but I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think that'll work. Stay tuned. I'm not even sure if the nails are worth the trouble, because it is a pain in the ass. And I have to constantly tweak it so it doesn't deform the mold too badly, because it's really hard to get them to stand up. And again, I tried doing it with the heads down, and that simply wasn't working. So maybe I'll just stick with the BBs, or maybe what I'll do is a combination. Since I've already got these nails in there, I'll leave those there and put some BBs in there and see how that works out. Yeah, why not? Well, I know that looks kind of crazy, but what the hell, right? You only live once.